हाय रूपा। कैसे हो आप? यस रूपा, उनकी इंटेंशंस आपके लिए अच्छी हैं। ओके, इट्स अ यस फॉर यू। You're welcome. Yes, Rupa, I did have my dinner. Okay, let's see, Purva. Yes, Purva, he still thinks about you. Okay, it's a yes for you. You're welcome. Hi, Poonam. Yes, Poonam, वो आपको मिस करते हैं. Okay, it's a yes for you. You're welcome. Hi, Sudeep. I'll get your reading in a bit. Okay, let people come through, whoever wants free reading, and then I'll start with the donation ones. Okay, thank you so much. Hi, Sophia. Hope you're doing good. Yes, Yodna, it's a good idea. Sophia, yes, spend time with them, stay with them for another week. Okay, it's a yes for you. You're welcome. Hi, Anjusha. Yes, you might. It's a yes. Hi, Sophia. I've answered your question, okay? So you can rewind and check in case you've missed. You're welcome. Yes, you will. Okay, it's a yes for you. Anyone else who wants to post their question, please do so, because in some time I'll just close my list. Yes, you can go ahead and donate. Okay, I'm not going offline right now. I'll just be closing my free list. Yes, yes, Big Jello, you can donate. I hope I am audible. You can go ahead and donate. Okay, right now I was on my free list. That's why I was saying that I would close the free list. Okay, I'm not going offline. Yes, Rajvi Mishra, you can go ahead and post your question. Yes, you can donate on my PayPal. Okay, now I'm just going ahead with the donation list. Okay, so free list is closed now. Yes, my name is Asta. Okay, so I have posted. Yes, Rajvi, just a second. Um, have you paid for a yes or no question, or have you paid for in-depth question? Because I guess you paid me $5, right? And $5 is for in-depth questions, three in-depth questions. Yes, she will accept your proposal, Rajvi Mishra. Okay, it's a yes for you. Okay, so I'll start with Sudeep's reading. Okay, then it's you on the line. Okay, big. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Can you write down your name? What's your actual name? And I have one person in line for donation. Okay, so after him, I'll take up your question. He only has two questions. Yes, you can email me, but I'll be doing your reading here. Okay, so you can email me or you can drop me a text on my Instagram handle as well. Anything that works with you. Okay, so my Instagram handle, wait, um, it is it is divine.feminine15. Okay, divine.feminine15 is my Instagram handle. I'll just write it. This is my Instagram handle. Yes. No, no, I don't need your date of birth. I just need your name. Okay, I'll just check. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So, Sudeep. Okay, so Sudeep, I'm starting with your question. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Sudeep, the first card that I got here for you is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so now Seven of Wands, it talks about challenges, it talks about troubles, it talks about, you know, a lot of hurdles that might come your way. So your answer that, whether or not you'll be moving from Mumbai anytime soon. So now I see a no for you. Okay, like I see you moving up, since at the bottom of the deck I have Three of Wands. Okay, Three of Wands talks about moving upwards, it talks about growth. Okay, it talks about you moving in your direction, you um moving, in the way and in the direction that you want. Okay, that sort of thing I see here for you. But it is going to take some time. Okay, because I see you holding on to something. Okay, you're not letting go of something here. Either it's your confusions that you're facing at the moment, or it's your mental confusion that sorry, your mental emotions that you're feeling at the moment. Okay, but there's something that you're still holding on to, which is causing a lot of blockage here. Okay, which is sort of blocking opportunities for you, blocking um these entire thing for you, these dreams, these ambitions for you. So first thing you need to do is you need to get yourself out of this phase. Okay, get yourself out of the phase of overthinking. If you think that okay, you want to do something, just go for it. Okay, because until and unless you're not taking the actions, until and unless you're not being active, because right now I see you more in your head than working on the physical aspect. Okay, what you are doing is you're working on your overthinking. Okay, you're taking something and you're thinking it over and over again than actually doing or taking steps to work towards that particular path. Okay, so that is first place where you need to divert your focus. Okay, second thing, obviously, if you ever decide to move, okay, there will be challenges. Now it could be that because of those challenges, again, your overthinking might increase, and you might start to hold yourself, like you might start to close yourself, you might start to close your finances or your opportunities, or your thinking, whatever it is that I'm picking up on here. Okay, you just need to make sure that those challenges and troubles that you'll be facing, it is not affecting you that much. Okay, because there is a new start for you, and with this new start you will have to work a little bit extra harder. Okay, but if you do that, it is going to give you very good results. Okay, I have page of swords here, and here I can see the river, the water that is flowing down. It seems as if it's made of gold. Okay, this person, he's standing on a rock where the water that is flowing is made out of gold, and he seems very proud. He seems as if he has won a won uh, the thing that he was looking for in his life. He finally is proud of himself. Okay, and he seems very tension free. So you can get here. Okay, you have all the capabilities to get here. You have all the capabilities to be at this place. It's just that you're conditioning yourself. Okay, you're conditioning yourself and you're limiting yourself to God knows what. You need to let that go. Okay, you need to let yourself be free. Get yourself out of this tower moment. Okay, now one thing is that there is a possibility, if you haven't went through a tower moment yet, you might go through it. Okay, and when you go through this tower phase, I want you to remember that this is just a way of universe making space in your life. Okay, universe gives you these tower moments in life so that it could basically make space for the new opportunities that are going to come up in your life, or the new things that are going to come up in your life. Okay, so you don't have to get upset with it. Obviously it would be upsetting. Okay, it might be very sad for you, or you might feel very sad, but just don't let your mind get in between everything that you want. Okay, you need to start playing games with your mind. You need to start making your mind believe certain things, because when you yourself believe it, that thing comes to you naturally and very easily. Okay, so, yes, this is your first question. I'll pull out your cards for the second one. Okay, let's see. Okay, you know, for some reason, I feel you're thinking to approach more than two professors. Okay, it's just not one person energy I'm feeling here. It's like a couple of people whom you're trying to approach, whom you're trying to work with. Okay, one thing I see is few of the professors with whom you have been close in the past, with whom you have closely worked with or closely worked for, they would be, very welcoming of this idea that, okay, you guys can start something new and fresh with each other, or you can work for them. Okay, they might accept your proposal, they might go ahead with your proposal. Okay, and I see significant growth with these professors in specific. Okay, with whomsoever you've worked in the past or worked for, or with whomsoever you had a very good connection with. Okay, but others whom you barely knew or whom you barely spent time with, but that you can just approach them for once. You need to be a little careful about them. Okay, because it could be that they might not like your idea, or they might not want to go ahead with your entire plan. They might feel that, oh, it's childish, or even if it's not childish, then they might feel that, okay, you're trying to snatch their spotlight, or trying to copy them, or trying to you know um have what they have. So there you need to be a little careful with these kind of people. Okay, so I would suggest here, Sudeep, make a list of all the professors whom you are sure about. Okay, with whom you have spent time with whom you have a very good bond with, and with whom you get a good energy, a good positive vibe. Okay, because there will be few professors who might not really, like to see you succeed. It might make them jealous, or they might think otherwise. So if you have any professor or any person in mind who might feel this way, do not let them know about your plans. Okay, do not let them know about what you're planning or how you're thinking to move forward. Okay, so you need to make the assessment here, you need to make the decision here, that which people are worth telling and which people are not. Okay, since I have Seven of Swords, that's why I'm trying to warn you here. Seven of Swords is the card of cheating, it's the card of lying, hiding something. Okay, and again, if you want this to be successful, if you want yourself to be successful, then you need to get yourself out of this overthinking habit, because everything will turn out in your favor. Okay, you would have what you want, and the luck is in your favor, everything is in your favor. You just need to give in, you just need to work for yourself. Okay, and get yourself out of this overthinking phase. That's what I would suggest you. But yes, just make a sit and make a list of all the professors with whom you've had a good connection, and with whom you can whom you can count on. Pinky, actually my free list is closed, so if you want, you can go ahead and donate, or you can come back tomorrow. Okay, I'll just pull out your oracles for these. So the first card says take time to breathe out. And this goes very well with your overthinking, part, that you are overthinking a lot. You're mentally burdening yourself a lot. So it is time when, you need to just let things happen for you. Okay, instead of forcing it, instead of worrying yourself over and over again, take a break. Okay, back, just take a step back and think about it afterwards. Because once you are well rested, once you are well in a proper mood, okay, then you'll see that you'll get much better ideas. And the last part says a new start is coming. So yes, a new beginning, a new start is coming for you. You just need to have faith in yourself. Okay, so this is all I have for you, Sudeep. Thank you so much for donating, and Let me know if this reading resonated with you. Okay, so next up we have this. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'll just have a look at your questions, okay, and then I'll pull out your cards. Okay, let's check. Just a minute. Okay. Yes, I very well see you passing your paper. Okay. Even though I feel it's not gonna be your desired marks. Okay, if you were aiming for something high, or if you were aiming that, okay, I'll be the class topper this time or my batch topper this time. So that I feel is a little tough for you right now. Okay, but if you're talking about passing the paper, yes, that there is a possibility. Okay, it could very well happen that yes, you might pass the paper, because I see you enjoying something here, like you're celebrating something here. I have the Nine of Cups, and Nine of Cups is even the card of wish fulfillment. Hmm. I feel that you worked very hard on this paper. It's a yes. It's a yes for you, not a maybe. Okay, it's a yes for you. You will pass the exam. And I see that you have worked really hard on this paper. You have given your all. But I guess due to time limit or something like, mm, yeah, it could be due to time limit that you left this particular question. I could be wrong here, but I am getting that energy. Okay, I am getting that feeling that probably was the time limit. You crossed the time limit, hence you couldn't complete that question, or some other mishappening happened that maybe you did not see that question. But I feel somewhere a little, even if it was like 1% or 2%, you had an idea that how to frame that answer, how to frame that question. So overall, I see a good energy for you here. Okay, I see you um, scoring good, like scoring not really good, but yes, you are passing the paper. So in that sector, I do not see you have to, be worried about anything. So yes, it's a yes for you. I'll move to your second question. Okay, Sudeep, I'll just wind up with, um, you know, this ongoing breathing, and then I'll come to your third question. Okay. Yes, Ayushi, you can go ahead and donate. Yeah, hopefully now I'm audible. Actually, my mic died down. So, yeah. In case any of you are not able to hear me, just let me know, okay? Because my mic tends to go off in between. So, I usually I'm in the flow, so I do not recognize that, okay, my mic has died down. So, just let me know. Okay, to your third question. Mm. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your relationship? Is he your crush? Is he the person whom you're with at the moment? Okay, so what is the thing? No, I have done your second question as well. I just said that it's a yes for you. I've explained you the entire thing, that whether or not you would be passing that semester. You can rewind the video and watch it again. Okay, I have done your question and it was a yes for you. That yes, it's 60% chance that you might be uh, okay. I guess then my mic died down. Yes, Ayushi, I've received it. Let me update the donation list then. Okay, then I'll tell it to you again. What was your second question? Just 1 minute. Okay, I I have posted the donation list. Yes. I'll just tell you what was there in the second reading. So basically, for your second reading, um, I got wait, I'll tell you. Yes, for your second reading, I got the Three of Cups. Then I had what is that card? Just give me 1 second. I'll just pull out those cards that I got for you. Okay. Yes. So for your second question, I got the very first card that I had was the Three of Cups. Okay. So now the Three of Cups basically signifies you enjoying your time. Okay. You going out with your friends or just spending some time with your loved ones, celebrating something, happiness, all that thing. Okay, but just right after this card I had the Four of Swords. Okay, now Four of Swords here talks about overthinking. Okay, it talks about um that you are taking one particular issue and you're fixating on that thing over and over again. Okay, then after this I had King of Swords. So King of Swords was talking about you moving towards your goal. Okay, whatever destination you have in your mind, you have taken that action, you have worked towards it, and now you're towards that, you are going towards that goal, you're going towards that destination. And after this, I had the King of Coins, which talks about stability. It talks about success. It talks about commitment coming your way, although the growth is going to be a little slow. Okay, it might not be as per you, it might be a little slow, but at the end you're reaching that phase or that destination that you had in mind at the first place. Okay, and the very last card that I got was Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords basically talks about you feeling scared, you feeling stuck at the moment, you feeling that you're surrounded by swords, you're surrounded by um, things, and it's not exactly working out in your favor. Okay, that's what it talks about. So basically, with all these cards, although most of the cards here are in your favor, and it's telling me that okay, there is a very good chance you might pass your paper. Okay, but then there are few cards which are going against you as well, which mainly talks about your overthinking part. It talks about you feeling insecure and you feeling not sure within yourself. Okay, so first thing here, just remove that insecurity, that negative aspect that you're feeling at the moment. Okay, and focus more on the positive side, that what is gonna happen for you, how things are possibly gonna work out for you, all that thing. Okay, so you need to be very specific with your goals, because that's how you will be receiving it. Okay, so for your second question, I would say it's a 60% chance that yes, you might pass your exam. Okay, you might get what you're wishing for, you might have what you're wishing for. Okay, and then there's 40% chance that it might not happen, or it might happen against you. Okay, and that 40%, most of it is happening because of the blockages as well. Okay, so try to change your mindset at least till the time you don't get your results. Till then, try to change your mindset, stay as positive as you can, think as positive as you can. It's a yes. Okay, it's a yes, but as a warning sign also, I'm telling you what could go wrong here. Okay, so for warning, I'm telling you, just try to work on your um, thinking. Try to work on what your thought process is, especially during these times. Yes. Okay, fine, so I'll pull out your third question. Okay, so I have got the very first card is the Two of Cups. Okay, and the Two of Cups is the card of relationship. It's the card of partnership, it's the card of union, like two people coming together, two people, you know, keeping their differences aside, keeping their um mm, like mentality aside. They're coming together. Okay, in the card, on one side I have a god, and on the other side I have a devil. Okay, but both of them are so in love that they do not even care from which side the other person belongs to. Okay, which basically tells me in your situation that he feels this about you. Okay, he feels that, okay, maybe you both could be different from one another. Okay, maybe you belong from a different background, he belongs from a different background, or your interests could be different, or your hobbies could be different. Okay, but he doesn't really care about it. Okay, he has feelings for you. Okay, and he really likes you here, irrespective of who you are or what you are as a person. Okay, then I have the Fool card. So the Fool card basically talks about new start, new beginning, since it's the card zero. Okay, so zero basically tells me new, uh basically new start, new beginning, something which you can start fresh. Okay, but one thing, stay careful, because even though the Fool card talks about new things coming up in your life, it even says that you need to be careful and you need to listen to people around you. Okay, because some things might seem really good, from the outside, but once you get to know about it within, who they are as a person, or what they're going through as a person, everything, then you get to know certain things which probably you did not knew could exist. Okay, so here, if someone is telling you something, or someone is warning you about something, do listen to them, because it might be a cautious sign, or it might be a good sign for you, that someone might say that, oh, you're with this person, or oh, you know that this person likes you. They might even try to help you. Some people might even try to bring you both closer together. Okay, so whatever it is, just listen to people around you, because not everyone wants bad. Not everyone wants something bad to happen to you. Okay, then I have the Hierophant card. So the Hierophant is more on the traditional side. It talks more about culture. So it could be that both of you are interested in culture, or the other thing that I see is that probably you are a bit traditional in nature, or you are more into spirituality, you are more into knowing all about your culture, and he likes that about you. Okay, he likes that, someone here is towards the spiritual side, or that he has a company of someone who is a bit spiritual. Okay, with whom he can talk about religion, with whom he can talk about spirituality, he can talk about gods, he can talk about religion, all these things. Okay, so that is one factor that he might like about you. Then I have the Sun card. Now the Sun card more like talks about your personality that he sees. Okay, so for him, he feels the warmth here. Okay, whenever he's talking to you, or whenever he spends time with you, or whenever he's around you, he feels a warmth. Okay, he feels that he can express himself, he can be open, he can talk whatever he wants, and he doesn't have to put up any filters. Okay, because you are gonna listen to him and you're not gonna judge him. Okay, he sees you as someone with whom he can be open entirely, and he doesn't have to worry about you thinking otherwise. Okay, plus he really thinks that you're a very bright person. Okay, you're very intelligent, so whatever you set your mind on to, you do everything in your power to achieve it. Okay, and he feels that you have a really good future ahead. Okay, and then I have 10 of swords. Now, Ten of Swords basically talks about that even though he feels these emotions, it could be that maybe he went through a phase in his life where he was um, betrayed by someone, or maybe he loved someone and that person broke his trust, or that person cheated on him. So he takes his own time to, open up. Or probably you are the one who went through this phase, so you are not able to open up despite of knowing that you have feelings for him. It could be vice versa. Okay, but someone here was betrayed or cheated in the past, due to which they feel a little insecure about, you know, talking about themselves or talking about their emotions or their feelings. Okay, so that's why also at certain times you might feel that he seems a little disconnected. Okay, because whenever he feels these emotions are getting strong, he tends to back out. Okay, he tends to pull himself away because he doesn't want to feel this way. He had been through something which caused some sort of trauma, okay, which caused some sort of fear that, okay, if I'm gonna be honest with this person, probably she's gonna cheat me, or probably she's gonna go away from me. So in that part, I would suggest you need to be a little understanding. Okay, and give him his time. Let him know that you're here to comfort him, you're here to, have his back. So yeah, so this is all I have for this reading. Okay, I'll quickly do Sudeep and Ayushi's reading, then I'll come back to your reading again, and I'll pull out your oracles then. Okay. Okay, Sudeep, I guess he posted his question. Yes, I just have two questions to do. Okay, and then I'll come back to your question again. Yes, sure. See, so deep here, I would say be a little careful. Although I am not, I don't feel that he's gonna let you forge collaboration or something. Okay, like you guys will be in a business, like a partnership thingy. You guys will collaborate and all that thing, and you're gonna do really, really well. Okay, you would do everything in your power to get this thing going, everything in your power to have what you want, and you will definitely get what you want. Okay, but I even see him trying to sabotage it in some or the other way, because I do see him getting a little insecure here. Okay, so that's why whatever steps you take or whatever work you do here, be a little careful about it. Okay, think about it first. Okay, make the decision here first. Okay, consult few people whom you trust, consult few people whom whose opinion matters in your life, and then accordingly take the steps that you should be taking here. Okay, but yes, I would suggest you to be a little careful. Okay, since I have Four of Swords coming up, okay, Four of Swords is the card of overthinking, it's the card of, and if you see, there is this one wolf, and he is stabbed with a knife here, and he's tied down. Okay, so that's why also looking at the card, I feel maybe he could do not something very major that he might do, okay, in order to sabotage it, but yes, few major things here, sorry, few minor things here and there they might do in order to, like feed their insecurities. So that's why I try to be a little reserved. Every single idea, you don't have to tell every single idea that comes to your mind. Okay, first thing. Second thing, whatever work you're doing or whatever um, research you're doing, okay, in the side, okay, try to have a person whom you can entirely trust. Let your ideas go through that person and you execute it yourself, and then let your partner know about it, or your professor or your supervisor know about it, but try to keep it as hidden as you can. Do not let him know in the first instance that, okay, this is what I'm thinking and this is how I want to move about it. Okay, just go slow with all your work, go slow with your research, and try to keep it as hidden as you can from this particular person. Okay, so yeah, this is all I have for you, Sudeep. Thank you so much for donating, and do let me know if you did get any clarity here. Okay, Ayushi, you can go ahead and post your question. Okay. Oh my God. these people, you really can't do anything about them. Like, they really cannot make up their mind. Anyways, let's look into it. Okay. I see two contradicting situations here for you. So, the first thing that I see is, you know, he feels what he had missed out on, okay, whenever he's hanging out with some other girl. Because mostly the people whom he had been with might be like casual thingies and all, and he did not really get that vibe, or he did not really get that feeling that probably you were the one who was taking care of him a lot, like calling him up, texting him up, asking him about his day, trying to console him if anything goes wrong, or just being there on his side. And since now he is seeing other people, he's seeing other girls, he does not get that treatment regularly, or he does not get that treatment at all. Okay, because the girl also knows that, okay, it's casual and he's not looking for anything serious, and he also knows that, okay, it's casual. But somewhere he's craving these, you know, yes, yes. So whatever you did, he's trying to find it out in some other person, which he's not getting. And he feels really left out. He feels a bit guilty. He feels insecure, and he feels that, okay, I could have had something. I could have had a good, stable relationship, which I do not have it anymore. Okay, so that is one thing I see here for you. Okay, second, and I even see that, since you're not approaching him, or you're not calling him or texting him, that is also getting him anxious, that why is she not calling me, or why is she not behind me, or why is she not bugging me all the time, or okay, what you're up to, please talk to me, or please come, let's get back together, that sort of energy. Okay, so that is another thing that he's feeling here. Okay, now the second emotion that I see is that probably he just wants to show you. Okay, he just wants to show you, he's just playing it cool, that you know what, I can get other girls, I can enjoy my life, and I can live my life the way I want it, and you hold no value in my life, that sort of thing. Okay, so it's like two different things that I'm catching up on here. First is, obviously, he could be a little guilty. Okay, he could be feeling these emotions coming to him. He could be feeling that, yes, when she was there, things were very easy. Okay, it was very free flowing. I did not have to do or put in that much efforts, and she was the one doing most of the things, while I was the one enjoying it, taking it all in. Now that he is the one craving it and he's not getting it, that's why he misses you, and hence the text, the messages. Okay, so Yeah, this is what I'm feeling for you. See, here I would suggest you please ignore him. Okay, when he started doing all these things, I know it was very tough for you. You went through a lot. Okay, you went through a lot of emotions, and it took a lot of your energy to get yourself out of there and, finally move on with your life, finally move on with everything. Okay, and do not let him destroy it just by showing up in your life when it's convenient for him to do so. Okay, just focus on yourself. Okay, and just go with the flow. I'm not saying move on with guys and go out and date people and, see who works out for you, who doesn't. Rather, I'm saying just focus on yourself, focus on your life, try to get yourself back together, and that person who is meant to be with you, who is meant to be in your life, will figure out their way towards you. Okay, so that's why just do you and the right person will come towards you no matter what. Okay, Ayushi, I'll just pull out few oracles. Yes, I understand, and I know how much it takes for one to, get themselves out of this situation. Especially when you're working, or even if you're a student, you have to study, you have got a lot on your plate already. Yet you need to deal with these kind of things. It gets really annoying. Okay, really annoying, very frustrating, and exhausting. So I completely understand where you're coming from. But you cannot let him ruin it all over again. You have done a lot to build yourself. Okay, so yeah, I'll just pull out your oracle. Always, Ayushi, when it comes to girls, I'm always gonna support them no matter what. I know that's a biased thing to do from my end, but okay, I even know guys, so whatever. But anyways, so you got the card saying healing family issues. So your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, now here it certainly specifically doesn't have to do with your parents. Rather, it could be in general that there are few people who might need your forgiveness, and you really need to forgive them in order to move ahead in your life, in order to attract the right person in your life. Because sometimes what happens is that you hold grudges towards someone, and that person, that grudge or that negative feeling, it just creates a blockage in your life. Okay, it just creates a barrier. So any good opportunity or any good person who has a possibility of coming up in your life gets blocked away. Okay, so that is one thing that you need to focus on. Second, you have honeymoon. So enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So it could be that, this is not in terms of a guy. first thing. It's in terms of you, that you need to go out by yourself. Okay, you need to do certain things, few things, to get your spark back. And if not the spark, then at least, make yourself feel seen, make yourself feel as if, you are the one who's gonna stay with yourself for, as long as you live. So you need to be there, you need to be present for yourself. Okay, so take yourself out on a date or do something by yourself, go on a movie. Okay, solo movie or a solo trip, or go on a solo lunch. Okay, whatever it is, do something that gives you happiness. Okay, so yeah, this is all I have for you, Ayushi. Thank you so much for donating, and do let me know if this reading resonated with you. Okay, now getting back to. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Always here to support you. So just give me 1 minute. I'll have some water, okay, and then I'll start with your question. Okay, yes. Oh, yes, right. So sorry. I'll change it to this. Yes. So definitely, I feel there is a good chance he might, like come forward and express his feelings to you. By any chance, I could be wrong here, okay, but anywho, I just wanna take a guess what I'm seeing in the cards. Is he or is you, do like either of you have a fire sign in your chart? Like either of you could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or have any of these signs in your birth chart. Okay, because I do feel that this person, he is very spontaneous, or someone who's really active. Okay, he could be very spontaneous, he could be really active, someone. who's a bit artistic as well. Someone who is a bit artistic as well. Someone who could, he could even like to write a lot. Okay, write, maybe he writes poem, maybe he writes um you know songs or something. Okay, but yes. um uh, okay, so the very first card that I have is the King of Wands. Okay, now the King of Wands, it talks about a male figure. Okay, like obviously king is related to a male figure, and this person, he already has a lot going on in his mind. Okay, someone who likes to communicate a lot, and probably he's very logical. Okay, you are more on the emotional side. Okay, you are more on the emotional aspects, like you could be a little sensitive and all that, and he is more on the practical and logical side. Like he always tries to keep things grounded here. He likes to keep you grounded. He likes to keep this friendship, relationship, whatever it is, that grounded. Okay, that is the thing. So he is someone who wants to make a move here. Okay, since with the King of Wands I have Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is the card of coming forward. Okay, it's the card of communication, artistic, you know personality, and fire energy. So like anything that you can relate to fire, passion, emotions, feelings, desire, everything. Okay, so he definitely feels something towards you, and he wants to come forward and confess it to you. Okay, he really wants to tell you that, okay, he wants to move forward in life with you. But I even see that he is an overthinker at the same point of time. Okay, he likes to think things a lot. Okay, he likes to um yeah, he likes to overthink, even if it's like smallest of situation. He would think it and make it very big in his head. Okay, second thing, as I was talking about, that he had been cheated on, or he had been betrayed in the past, because I have Four of Swords again. Okay, Four of Swords talks about betrayal, it talks about um overthinking, it talks about cheating, it talks about you not trying to address these emotions, rather you're just trying to bury them deeper and deeper. Okay, so this could be his energy, due to which he is not in the right phase to be with someone right now. Like he is not mentally prepared to be with someone at the moment. Okay, but I even see that changing. I have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, death means transformation in tarot. Okay, in spirituality, when you die, okay, a new self of yours is born. Okay, that we call reincarnation of life. Okay, that you are dying today, and tomorrow your soul in your energy is getting transferred, or you know passed on to a different body. Okay, so that is a phase of new beginning, that is a phase of new start. Okay, so I do see transformation here, and I do see things changing for you. Okay, but at the same point of time I even see him being very juggly. Okay, so it could be that even if you guys do get in a relationship, he would juggle everything with his work, with his career, or with his friends, family, whatever. But do see him juggling between two things at the same point of time. Okay, so I would say it's a pretty good yes, that he might come forward and propose you. He might come forward and talk to you about what he's feeling. No, I do not see a third woman here. If I was seeing a third woman, I would have let you know. Okay, for now, the cards are clean. At least for now, it is clean. But again, one thing I would like to clear that tarot, it works on energies. Okay, so whatever reading we are getting today, okay, it may shift or may not shift in the future depending on the energy. So today you are feeling good, okay, so your readings might come up accordingly. Okay, tomorrow when you're feeling sad, or when you're feeling in, when you're distressed, or when you do not feel good, then the readings might change, not completely, okay, but at least the current part that you're feeling. Okay, so that we need to be a little careful of. Okay, but yes, right now I do not see him juggling between two women at the same point of time. Okay, I do see he is gonna take his own time to come towards you and confess himself. So here, just be a little patient with him. Okay, because he had also went through a lot, so he is just taking his time to open up with you. Okay, so I'll move towards your fifth question. Okay. Okay, see, so I have pulled out um two different decks, one for PU and one for you. Okay, so in terms of her, I would say that he is somewhere, like, he is not in, like, feeling these emotions and these feelings with her. Okay, I have the very first card, which is Four of Cups. Now, Four of Cups, it talks about that you're very fixated at the moment. Okay, like currently, whatever you have, that you're not seeing the fourth cup that wants to come in your life, or the opportunity that comes wants to come in your life. Okay, so right now he is just too much into you, maybe, or too much into, his current life, his current career, his job, that he's not seeing that, okay, one other person is also interested in him. Okay, he's rather he sees it as a trophy, I would say. I have Seven of Cups just after that. And Seven of Cups is basically where a person is looking over seven, lamps, that genie lamp. Okay, he's looking over those seven genie lamps, and he's like feeling a little proud about it, that okay, I have collected these many. Okay, so he takes her as one of those trophies, that okay, this person, maybe she looks good, or maybe she is, you know she has a good physique or something, that he just likes to show around, that okay, this girl is behind me, or these girls are behind me. I know that is an annoying sign, and that's why I don't want to sugarcoat anything here. I'm going to tell you everything as it is, so you can make your decision, you can decide everything accordingly. Okay, now this girl, she is really bold, I feel. Okay, someone who would communicate properly, someone who is not afraid of saying what's in her mind, and she would just come up really strong, she would just come up really bold, and you know she is someone who is gonna be very blunt about things as well. If there's something which is like hurting her, or something which is not really serving her, she's gonna be very blunt about it and just say it on your face, irrespective of you like it or not. And that is one of the factors that he doesn't like about her. Okay, that's why also he is not even thinking about her, he's just keeping it as keeping her as a trophy, that okay, see, I have this one girl behind me who is like crazy behind me, she wants to be with me, she wants to have a relationship with me, that sort of thing. Okay, so for her, I would say it's a no. At least for now, it's a no for her. Okay, now coming to your side, I have the strength card. Okay, he sees you as someone who's really strong. He sees you as someone who has got a lot of strength, lot of emotion, lot of feeling. Okay, and he sees that you believe in equality. Okay, I have the justice card coming up here, and the justice card is the card for Libra. Okay, so literally your entire personality is coming up in this particular spread, and he sees that in you. Okay, he sees that okay, you're someone who likes equality, you're someone who likes to treat people equally. You are never gonna create any sort of discrimination between one person or the other person, just because the other person looks good, or just because the other person is more rich. You are going to treat everyone equally. Okay, you say whatever is there in your mind. Okay, third thing is, by any chance, again, I could be wrong here, by any chance, are you a lawyer, or are you thinking to do law, or are you thinking to go in, some justice system where you can, provide justice to people? It could be through social media as well, it could be through mass communication as well, like being an anchor in a TV channel or something, or it could be um you being a lawyer as well. Oh wow. And same pinch, I'm also a lawyer. And I am also gonna give my bar exam, it's literally day after tomorrow. But anyways, coming back to the point, so he sees this one thing as an opportunity, that okay, you know that this girl, she's a lawyer, she has got a lot to offer. Okay, she's not gonna be someone who would be living off on my money. Okay, and the, like she is if I go around tell my friends that okay, I am dating a lawyer, that would get them off guard, that would give me an opportunity to boost about it. Okay, now another warning sign, obviously. But for some reason, again, I have Four of Swords for you. Okay, again, I have this feeling of where he's feeling, where he's overthinking, or where he feels that probably she's gonna leave me, probably she's not gonna stick around for too long, and eventually, we would be breaking up, that sort of emotion, which I've already explained it to you in the previous question, that just overthinking one small thing over and over again. So when it comes to choosing either of you, first thing, I am going to be very straightforward here. Someone should never keep you as a choice. Okay, okay, someone should never, this is my opinion. Okay, if someone likes you or someone wants to be with you, they should never keep you as a choice. That choice should never come in between. Okay, but anyways, just getting away from that fact, uh yes, I've got your donation. Okay, I'll do your reading after hers. Yes. Now the second thing, what was I telling you? I literally lost the flow. Yes. So the second thing I was telling you is that just you need to make up your mind. Okay, you make up your mind and you start thinking positively. You'll see that a lot of things will improve. Okay, be it um, your career, be it your love life, be it your exams, whatever it is, everything is gonna come up and everything is gonna flow really smoothly for you. Okay, so here when it comes to the choice part, obviously he's gonna go for you. Okay, since he sees a lot of potential in you, he sees a lot of potential in this relationship as well. Okay, so yeah. Okay, and I'll do your last question. Just give me 1 minute, okay? I'll be back. Just a second. Okay, yeah, sorry. So, coming to your third question, I am actually giving my bar exam in India. Okay, so it's Indian bar exam, and I feel more, it's like easier than any country's bar exam. We actually have open book test here, so we can take our bare acts. Yes, sure. Maybe, maybe we can arrange a personal reading or something if you're up for it. Okay, just let me know whenever you're interested for a reading, and we can schedule a personal reading for you. Okay, okay. I thought you were thinking that I'm giving bar of some other country. Okay, so now your last question. It is easy. We have open book test here. Okay, so like I've got all of my bare acts ready for day after tomorrow. Like now it's 12 here, so it's tomorrow basically, technically. So I've got all of my bare acts ready for tomorrow. And yeah, it's like quite easy. I gave a mock test, I guess, in the starting of this month, and I was able to score 61. So I got 61, and the passing is 45 here. And I did not even study at all for anything for this test. So it is pretty easy. Oh, you're giving bar for which country? Oh, you're giving Singapore bar exam. Wow, that is good. And I have heard, yes, Singapore has other level of, like bar exam thingy. Yeah, I have heard a lot about Singapore bar exams. I know it is difficult, and I'm glad that it's not that way here in India. Yes. Yes, I guess, I was doing an internship, and I had my last day today itself. So I was discussing it with my senior as well about the bar examinations and all. And he also said that, one of the toughest bar exams that I know of is UK bar exam. You've got SQE there, solicitor qualifying exam, and then you have one for Singapore as well. So yeah, like recently only I was discussing it with him, and how crazy it is that I met you today. Okay, anyways, so I'll start with your third question since one more person is waiting. Okay, let's check that. Yes, I was also thinking to give SQE in the future, but I just figured that it cost too much here in India. So probably let's see, once I get my job, a proper job, then I might actually, think about it. But yes, I always wanted to study in UK at least once in my life. And so I thought that probably I could give SQE, then I can do my LLM from there, and I could get a job and settle there itself. Anyways, so about your third question, I pretty much see him, like stalking your Facebook. I have the King of Swords here. Okay, then I have the Pentacles, and I have Eight of Wands. Now, Eight of Wands, it talks about success, it talks about growth, it talks about coming forward. Okay, since it's wand, and wand energy is fire energy. Okay, fire is basically, moving forward, being spontaneous, being active, taking the action, all that thing. Nine of Coins, it talks about waiting. Okay, like just seeing it from a distance, seeing the entire thing or observing the entire thing from a distance while focusing on yourself. So basically he keeps a check over your social medias. Okay, he keeps a check over everything that you've been uploading these days, everything that you've been doing these days, but at the same point of time he's not even showing it. Okay, he is focused on himself, he is doing what he wants to do, and accordingly he is moving forward. Okay, and with the King of Swords is mostly like he's going with the flow. Instead of pushing anything here, like everything here, instead of trying to figure everything out in his life, and trying to have everything according to his way and his needs, what he is doing is that he is going with the flow. Okay, probably he is working out a lot in gym, or he might be taking up some sort of courses, or building up his skills, or trying to find a job, or getting through university, but he's doing something where he's self grooming himself. Okay, where he's working on himself, working on his physique, or working on him, his entire thing overall. But yes, at the same point of time he's keeping a check over you from a distance. Okay, because he wants to know what you do in your life, how you are with other people, what you do with other people, all that thing. Okay, hence he keeps on checking your social medias in between. So it's a clear cut yes for you. Okay, I'll just pull out your oracles, and then we are done with your reading. And who donated? Yes, it's just Crimson. For how many questions did you donate? Can you clarify that once? Yes, how many in-depth questions? Okay. Yes, I'm just pulling out your oracles. Okay, then it's done. So the first card that I got for you says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So yes, like, whatever you're feeling is true. Okay, sometimes you might feel that, okay, whatever I'm feeling is not true, and I don't know whether I should fall for someone, whether I should like someone or not. I should just go about my day, or he's not even talking to me, he's not even um like properly communicating with me, so should I be here or should I just leave, that sort of thing. Okay, but whatever it is, you are on the right path. Okay, just embrace what you're feeling, nurture what you're feeling. Okay, nurture yourself at the same point of time. Okay, and you will see that eventually things would start to fall into place for you. Okay, and then the last card says a time to give rather than take. Okay, and this is mainly in respect to you. Okay, first thing, you need to be present for yourself. Okay, focus on yourself, work on yourself, and once you start doing that, you'll see that eventually things would start improving for you. Second thing, if you can, just try to donate something to people. Okay, all the needy people. And second thing is, like, whatever you feel like who needs your help, just be there for that person, because that all those things that you're doing or that you're giving to others is going to come back to you eventually. Okay, and it is going to give you good results in the future. So yes, this is all I have for you, and it was nice meeting you. And do let me know whether or not you liked the reading today, and what was your opinion about it, and did you get any clarity about your questions? Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. Okay, it's just Crimson. You can go ahead, post your questions now. Yes, definitely we'll keep in touch. If you want, you can even text me on my official, like, Instagram. Okay, that is basically for my tarots. I have one as my main account as well, so I can send you a hi over there if you want. Just 1 minute. Just 1 second, okay? I'll start with your reading in a bit. Just 1 minute. Yes. Okay. Let's start with the reading. What is currently going on between you and F? Like, what is the relationship here? Are you guys each other's crush or dating each other? Or what is happening? Okay. Did you guys get into some sort of argument or some sort of fight recently? Or it could even be a disagreement? Since I have the very first card as Five of Wands. Okay, Five of Wands basically means fighting. Okay, it means that there's a lot of competition, or there's a lot of arguments going on, a lot of fighting going on, that sort of thing. First, let me pin you. Yes, so anything like that has been happening recently. Then, after, okay, yeah, it could even mean few weeks ago as well. Okay, like anything that happened in a span of 1 month would be considered as recent. Okay, so yeah. Then the next card that I have is the Knight of Wands. Okay, now the Knight of Wands basically tells me that he wants to come forward. Okay, and since it's wand energy and wand is related to fire. Okay, fire means action, fire means being active, doing things spontaneously, in the go, okay, in the moment, that sort of thing. So I see him, coming towards you. I see him communicating with you, and I see things would improve with time. Okay, like he would take the action here, he would make the move here, and things would get a little better. It's just that you need to give it some time. Okay, it's a she. Yes, so I guess the same thing applies here, okay? tarots are gender neutral actually. One thing I feel, okay, earlier I was gonna say that probably now he might have other options, but here I see three of cups. Okay, three of cups is about some sort of celebration, happiness, and that thing. Okay, so I see that she might go out with her friends. Okay, enjoy a lot. She might go to some sort of celebration, and there it is a possibility that some conversation might come up in regards to you. Okay, something might happen in regards to you, due to which she might realize that it is better to work things out than to let it go. Okay, than to slip off things here. It is better that you fix it and you work on it, and hence I feel that she would start to make a little more effort here. um I have seven of wands, swords as well. Okay, one thing, since see, I do not like to sugarcoat anything. So if I'm seeing something, I would let you know as it is. Okay, I have seven of swords, which is an alarming card to come out. Okay, seven of swords basically is a cheating card to come out. Okay, whenever this comes out, it means either a person is about to cheat on you or has already cheated on you. Okay, or maybe that person is hiding something from you, like not letting you on in a certain detail or in a certain uh, certain information of their life. Or it could even mean that this person is wearing some sort of a false mask, telling you something and at the same point of time doing something else. Okay, so here I would suggest you to be a little more careful. Okay, be a little careful and just watch out for your back. Obviously, you cannot go and confront her about the things that she says or about uh the things that she has been doing. Yes, yes. Just, be attentive around her at least. Okay, see how she's reacting to certain things or to a certain situation, because that tells you a lot about a person. Okay, but anyways, so you need to be a little cautious here, first thing. Second thing, now coming to how she feels about you. Okay, what are her feelings about you in that? Just 1 minute. Yeah. How are her feelings towards you currently? So basically, she wants to talk to you because somewhere she is also feeling a little uncomfortable with the distance between both of you. Okay. With the non communication that has been happening, both of you, between both of you. So, in that aspect, there is a possibility that she might try to reach you out. She might try to talk to you. She might try to make a little more effort here. But at the same point of time, you know, she even feels a little confused about this entire situationship. Okay. She feels that like maybe she's not the one who likes to settle in life or who likes commitment, at least at the moment. And probably she might have suggested for a casual relationship at first. If not, then this could be one of the things going on in her mind at the moment. That instead of settling down, maybe we can have a casual relationship. Okay, maybe we can go see other people, but be with each other. That sort of arrangement. Maybe we can come to that sort of arrangement. Okay, but whatever it is, I would suggest you to be a little more cautious around her. Notice what she does, notice all her actions. Okay, and take steps accordingly. You can go ahead, post your second question. Is this your second question? Okay, see, again, I'm gonna be very honest. Okay, here, what I see, the energy from her side is that she wants someone with whom she can have stability when she likes it. Okay, right now, she is in the phase of casual relationship, hookups, okay, and dating other people, seeing other people, all this, thingy. But what she's looking for is that someone whom she can rely on, that this person is not going to leave her no matter what. And she gets that energy from you. Okay, she gets that feeling from you that, okay, no matter what, no matter how I am or what I am or what I'm gonna do, this person is gonna stick by my side. Sometimes you might even feel that she is a little distant from you. One moment she's totally in this and she's making effort from her side, she's doing everything she can from her side, okay, and trying to communicate with you. And then the other moment where it feels that, okay, she feels a little distant, she feels a little, off. So it gets really hard for you to figure out what exactly she's thinking. Yes, exactly, hot and cold. Sometimes she's very good with you, the other times it's nothing. Okay, not even a hi, not even a good morning. So it gets you in this zone in between that you don't know what to feel, okay, or how to go about it, which is completely understandable. Okay, here, see, if she is doing such things, okay, and if she's seeing other people, I think you should also start doing the same. Okay, second thing, if you don't want to do it, that is also all right, but focus on yourself. Okay, work on yourself, work on what you want. Okay, and one rule about manifestation is that the moment you start focusing on yourself, the moment you become a human magnet, okay, that is the moment when you become a human magnet and you're able to attract those opportunities or those things that you've always wanted. Okay, so in these cases, it is really, really important that you focus on yourself. You divert all the energy from her to you. Okay, how did that go? You tried seeing other people, so did you like feel that you always wanted to get back to her, or you were like comfortable seeing other people at the same point of time? How is it about? Okay, because her clear intentions with you is that she wants you in between. Okay, so when she has other people, she's gonna see them. When she doesn't have anyone else, then she's gonna come around for you. Okay, if she wants to settle down, she would come to you. If she wants to get married, she would come to you because she knows that you would do it for her. Okay, she knows that you would be there to, give her what she wants. So that's why she's sort of taking you for granted right now. And I literally have six of wands in that the lady, okay, she's riding a horse and she's going in an opposite direction. Okay, and just beside it I have knight of wands, and the guy is again on the horse and he's going in an opposite direction. So it could be that you both are very opposite to one another as well. Okay, you want something else, she wants something else. Okay, and that could also be a reason why you guys might argue, why you guys have a little bit of distance between both of you at the moment, because somewhere your mindset or the kind of thing that you're seeking in a relationship isn't matching. Okay, so to get on the same page, it is important that first you align your uh, desires, okay, or you align your what you're looking from the other person. Once that is done, then you'll definitely see improvement. Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead and post your third question. Okay, so the spread is literally starting with five of swords. Okay, which basically means that she would find herself in this energy of sadness. Okay, where she would be sad, she would feel that, you know this person was the only one who was sticking by my side. Okay, now that person had also left. Okay, because five of swords, it talks about someone who's fighting with you over and over again, and then leaving you and letting you be that, okay, you do whatever the hell you want to do. Okay, so probably she could find herself in this energy that, you know this person left me eventually. Okay, so in the beginning, if you start distancing yourself, I see her being sad, I see her feeling a little guilty about it, I see her, sobbing, like, sobbing over things. Okay, but later on, after few weeks or after few months, I see her getting back to normal. Okay, as if it never really bothered her, as if something bad didn't really happen with her. Okay, all that thing. So, and After a couple of months, I see her doing everything all over again. Probably she would even start seeing other people, other guys, and be on dating apps again, and attend parties at clubs or here and there. So basically, in the starting, it might affect her a little. Okay, in the starting, she might think about it, and in the starting, she might feel guilty that, okay, I lost a person with whom I could have, had some sort of future, or I lost a person with whom I could have settled down or been serious with, or something like that. But later on, with time, I see her healing herself and getting back to her normal self, that, okay, you know what, if he's not here, it's okay. I'm gonna see other people. I'm gonna go meet other people. That sort of energy. Okay, so after a couple of time, like a couple of months, it would stop affecting her. That's what I'm able to figure out here. Yeah, you can go ahead, post your fourth question. Okay, that's see. The longer you stay, okay, the more hurt you are gonna be. The very first card that I got in the spread is the Three of Swords. Okay, Three of Swords talks about a heartbroken energy. Okay, it talks about feeling betrayed, feeling sad, okay, and frustrated, exhausted, that you have done everything from your side, you have done everything from your end, you are cutting your wings for this person. Okay, you are cutting your wings so that this person could live in luxury under a shed, okay, under your shed. But in return, you're getting nothing. Okay, in return, you're not getting the things that you deserve. Okay, so it is gonna hurt you. The more you stay, the more it hurts, because I feel she is gonna go around eventually, see other people, be with other people. And I feel she has this kid like energy. Okay, she's sort of a child, she's not able to understand how her actions could hurt you. Okay, she could do something, she would do something, and then the other moment she would come and tell you that, you know what, I'm sorry I did this, just get over with it. Okay, we are not exclusive, or we haven't made this official. Okay, we are still in this casual relationship. So I'm also seeing people, and you also go and see people. So for her, this entire thing and the entire action, or the, the steps that she's taking, is not a big deal for her. Rather, everything would come back to you, okay, and it would hurt you. So, for the time being, see, I know you're confused. I know there's a lot going on in your mind at the moment. You have a lot of desires, you have a lot of wishes that you want to fulfill, okay, that you want to have. Okay, you want to have it with a person, and that is totally understandable. And you really, really thought that, she could be the one and you could have all of it with her. But I would suggest you, you know I wouldn't ask you to jump to to a different girl just because this did not work out, so you start seeing other people, or you start, you know um, going out with other people. Right now, I would suggest you to just work on yourself. Focus on yourself, focus on the healing part. Okay, try to calm yourself down, try to calm your mind, your emotions, your feelings, everything. Okay, and work on yourself. Okay, probably you wanted to work on your body, start doing that. You wanted to read something, do that. You want to dance. You want to sing, you sing. Okay, just do something that gives you happiness, that gets you in this happy mode, and it reconnects you with yourself again. Okay, there is nothing that you can do here in this connection. Okay, because everything is on her at the moment. Okay, if she decides that she wants this relationship, okay, she would get her acts together, and she would work accordingly. Okay, if she decides that she wants to leave, then you cannot do anything about it, you have to accept it as it is. Okay, so there's nothing that you can do. Rather, all you can do is just give her space, take your space, focus on yourself. And if this is meant to be, and if she wants to come and be with you, it will happen eventually. Okay, things will make space for itself eventually. Okay, you just need to be present for yourself. And I don't know, was I telling you or was I telling the some other person? But the more you start to focus on yourself, okay, the more you attract things in your life. Okay, the more you get what you're looking for. Okay, so the one of the rules of manifestation is that you think about something, what you're trying to manifest, and then you let it go. Okay, then do not think about it, then do not fixate on it, or do not get desperate about it, because then it would come to you on its original time. Okay, at the right time when you're supposed to have that thing in your life. Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead, post your next question. Okay, let's check. Um, in a way, yes, it is. Okay. And here I'm talking about the emotional aspect. Okay. Emotionally, I feel you both are already distant from each other. Okay. Because somewhere she's not ready to emotionally invest herself in any connection or in any person's life, and on the other hand, you have been making a lot of effort, you have been doing a lot of things from your side, and you're not seeing any results. So that is, her actions are also pushing you away emotionally. Okay, so emotionally there's already a distance that has been created between both of you. Okay, now physically, if I talk about, there is a chance that physically it might not be over. Okay, physically, you might get together again. Okay, or you might be okay with this. You might, you guys might come to some sort of arrangement that, okay, let's make it casual, or maybe we can see other people, or like, for the time being, let's continue this situationship, see how it goes in the future, or let's just stay friends. So, like, physically you both are still together according to the cards. Okay, physically you both are still gonna be together, but emotionally that distance has already been created, and it's being created over and over again. Okay, whenever she does any act which, you know is bad already. Okay, any act that gives you a cold behavior, okay, it just instantly pushes you away. So now you might be at a point in your life where things have happened repetitively, that you are numb to these feelings. So if tomorrow she comes and tells you about something, okay, you might feel that, okay, you know what, it's up to you, you do whatever you want, I'm already very exhausted, I don't want to deal with all of it right now. Okay, so this is happening because it had happened so many times that now you're accustomed to it. Okay, hence that numb feeling that you get, you know or you might get whenever she tells you about any of her action. So mentally, yes, it has already ended. Okay, physically, I feel no. Okay, physically, you guys will still figure out a way to be together, or come up with some sort of arrangement to be together. Obviously, it is going to be very confusing for you, but I feel over the period of time, you would also, like, be fine or get accustomed to it. What is, you can go ahead and post your last question. Okay. See, if you guys decide to make it official, Okay, at first I see her resisting it. Okay, at first I see her feeling that, this is not what she wants, or this is not what she's looking for. Okay, so in the beginning, she might try to tell you otherwise, or just tell you that, okay, I'm not looking for any sort of relationship at the moment, or like, I don't want to settle, I don't want to commit to a single person for the rest of my life, all that cliche lines. If you are a bit patient with her, okay, if you give her some time to think about it, if you give her some time to work on this issue, okay, eventually I see it is gonna take some time, so let me warn you there. Okay, about an year and a half. So if you're willing to wait, then go ahead. Okay, if you give her that time, she would eventually come around. Okay, I have nine of cups coming up here. Nine of cups is the emotion, is the card of wishes. Okay, it talks about wishes, it talks about you getting your manifestation and you're happy with her. Okay, you finally have what you want, you finally have what you were looking for, and you're happy with her and the relationship between both of you. Okay, eventually she would also start to come around. Okay, she would also feel the, you know how to keep a relationship, and she would start working on herself as well, emotionally, physically, mentally, in every single way. Okay, so in terms of hope, I would say there is a hope that this could turn out in a potential relationship. I see some growth that could happen between both of you. Okay, and since I have cups card, see, I wouldn't lie in this part, but emotions are there from both the sides. You also have feelings for her, and she also has feelings for you. She just doesn't know how to process those feelings. Okay, and when those feelings come all at once in her life or towards her, and when she feels that, okay, I'm missing him, or I love him, or something like that, whenever she feels any of those emotions, okay, she tends to cut you off, or she tends to find distractions. So she goes to some other person, or she hangs out with a friend. Okay, so that is a one drawback. Okay, second thing is, again, as I said, that there's potential here in the relationship, but you need to be patient, because she's not going to come around very easily. Okay, you might have to wait for about an year or year and a half. Okay, so either you guys could be together, possibly in a good relationship, by next year same timing, or by next year in the ending, somewhere around December, January. Okay, so it's a positive outcome only, I guess. Okay, so I'll just move ahead with your oracles then. Okay. Okay, so the very first card that you have here says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yes, see, you need to decide exactly what you're looking for. Are you looking for a relationship with her? Are you looking for a marriage? Are you looking for stability with her or with some other girl? What kind of qualities you want? Okay, whatever you want specifically, like, think about it. Okay, think about it, try to visualize it, because that's how you're gonna attract that particular situation or that specific person in your life. Okay, The second card says, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, just like I was saying, you cannot do anything here. Okay, you need to let her come through. You need to let her come towards you. Okay, all you can do is sit back and let things happen. Meanwhile, in the meanwhile, when she's taking her time to, you know, uh, come into your life and making up her mind, you focus on yourself. I'm not even asking you to wait around for her. Okay, because the more you wait, the more you get yourself in that waiting energy. So universe would also think that, okay, this person likes to wait, so let me make him wait a little more. So do not wait, rather do what your mind feel likes. Okay, try healing yourself. Try doing something that gives you happiness, that brings you your spark. Okay, but do not try to have things your way or control things your way, because that is just going to go against you. Okay, so this is all I have for you, Crimson. I hope this reading resonated. Do let me know if this gave you any clarity and whether or not it resonated with you. Okay, and again, thank you so much for donating. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna end my live here. Thank you so much all for joining, and I'll come on Monday next. Bye bye.